Hey, thanks so much for joining me today on GinaHainesTV. And today, we're going to do something a little bit different. A special edition. Because this Sunday is Mother's Day. The day selected to focus celebrations on mothers, well, in New Zealand anyway. And I feel really lucky to be able to both receive Mother's Day wishes and to give them. Personally, I think every day is Mother's Day because if it weren't for our mothers, none of us would be here. But right now, I want to share my thoughts and I want to honour mothers and do a little bit of teaching on the side. So to each and every one of us, our mothers mean something different, as does being a mother to those of us who are one. Now, I'm lucky enough that my mother is still a big part of my life. She's very much alive, for which I'm incredibly grateful for, and she's also my biggest fan and my biggest critic. She's honest, reflective and visionary. She's an amazing woman, my mother. She was way ahead of her time. She's an inspirational teacher. She's an incredible perfectionist, fiercely determined, and a very creative soul. She's now in her 80s and still going strong. My mum was and still is a ballet teacher. The way we choose to live is the way we do live. The choices Mum made in her life changed the lives of many of her students, taking them to places they could never have dreamed of going if she hadn't ignited their potential and imparted her wisdom and inspiration their way. She's made a real difference and she's touched many, many people's lives. Am I proud? Absolutely and wholeheartedly, yes I am. I also have to say that as I grew up, I was challenged by my mum's work and her dedication to it. So many people would tell me how lucky I was, and there were times when I wasn't so sure because I didn't feel lucky. My mum was always busy, and it seemed that all the other girls and boys in her life, her ballet students, took up her time, and I felt left behind. Mum adored her students, and I had to share her with them, and that challenged me. It challenged me so much that when I had my own children, I decided I wouldn't work in case they felt what I'd felt growing up, because I too was a teacher. I was lucky enough not to have to, but I'd recognised something that had happened in my life, and I chose to not repeat it. Beginning with self-awareness is a key here, and following through to find balance is also important, because too little or too much, it's a fine line, and it takes courage to look at it, courage to challenge it, and courage to change it. Reviewing my perception to see where my beliefs and values originated from enables me to make changes, and it's from this place of authenticity and vulnerability, I might add, that I speak to you today. So much of life is the way you look at things. Hindsight has given me grace. Whilst I might not have been that ballet girl for long, I actually have always been my mum's girl. So my challenge came with beliefs. Clearly seen now, but not so clear back then. I have received so much from my mother, including that challenging gene, the fierce perfectionism, the creativity, and so many other things too. We laugh that I missed the cleaning gene, but that's another story. Something else my mother taught me is that following your heart and passions are truly important ingredients to living a happy, successful life. This is a big lesson, and one that both my mum and my dad taught me through their example, and one of the many that I'm most grateful for. I love work, and for me work happiness is really important. One of the places I get to do this is by seeing my own mothering as a huge part of my life's work. In fact, I see it as my main life's work. I'm lucky enough to be a mother myself, obviously, to two now adult children, and they are truly fabulous people. I tell people I have the most amazing children, and my children cringe and beam simultaneously. I love seeing that beam in them. They know who they are, and they know they are loved for being who they are. I take being a mother very seriously, and I love it. It's an enormous responsibility, titanic even. It's challenging, but it brings huge joy. So I want to end with a rhetorical question. How lucky am I? Well, I would say very, very, very lucky. I hope you're able to acknowledge, recognise and send magic love beams to your mother, wherever she is, And to all the mothers out there, I wish you a big happy Mother's Day. I'm off to package up some big love goodies to send my mum's way, have a bubble bath and a glass of wine to celebrate myself. If you enjoyed this video and you want to check out some more work happiness interviews, then go on over to GinaHainesTV, and if you'd like to receive these videos directly into your inbox, please subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.